Get ready for Good Peepz podcast. What's up? Sugar Will here, Good Peepz. What's good?
All of the times that I was there, you broke my heart and didn't care. Promise not to hurt me, baby, but that destroyed me right there. I can remember when I put it on the line, but you chose to give your love to some other guy, and it tore me up inside.
Sugar Will here. What's up, Good Peepz? What's good, bro?
I'm good, man. Double A over here. We're looking like the Wonder Twins.
Yeah,
This has happened.
This shit, we looking like the what? It's looking like the before and after. Yeah, we back. Oh, my bad. You know what I mean? But, you know.
I'm not going to cuss in the first 5 minutes of the broadcast.
No, what's up? What's up, Good Peepz? How y'all doing?
That's good. Before and after.
That shit just came too.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
thanks,
man.
Mega Shake.
Y'all know how we get down, man. Rule number 2, man.
Yeah,
you
man.
know, we get it in. But
nobody's exempt.
what's up, good mob? Appreciate y'all tuning in. We need y'all to like, share, subscribe. Good Peepz. As you know, like I said, I'm Sugar Will. This is my boy.
Double A right here.
Got frequency on the ones and twos. Got us looking crispy. You know what I mean?
Shut.
What's up? Appreciate y'all. Couldn't wait to get on this show.
Oh,
Make
yeah.
sure y'all tune in. This will be pretty. I think this is going to be a good show tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, going to be talking about
Could
a lot
go
of
right,
stuff.
it could go left.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But it's going to be interesting. We going to love you. As y'all know, we go live. You know what I mean? So we need y'all to get in them comments. Give us y'all takes on this. Y'all, I'm quite sure everybody got their own opinions. You know what I mean? So
I do.
yeah, so make sure you stay locked in tonight. It's gonna be we're gonna talk about something real that
It's a
affects
cold
everybody.
world.
You know what I mean? So what's up, brother? You know we go on to getting these rules and regulations first.
That's right,
you know what I
man.
mean? Rule number 1, brother, is
Listen, man. Good peeps don't argue, but we sure do debate.
all day. You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
fact. Rule number 2, Sugar Will.
Like I said, you gotta be able to take a joke. They come out hot. You know what I mean?
From the rip.
Yeah. Come out
Before
hot.
and
So
after
be able
this.
to, be
Squad
able to
work.
take a joke on the show. You know, we
Ugh.
like to laugh. So that's just that. It's just that simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rule number 3 is,
Rule number 3 is chill out, mom.
ooh, I might have to tell her to chill out tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
we got some moms that may not like what their sons have to say.
Yeah, nah, I know she
Just
gonna like this
relax.
topic. But rule
Respectfully.
number 4 all day is respect. You know what I
Capital
mean?
letters.
We respect everybody. We mess with everybody. So you know how we get. We in the streets, as you see. You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
fact.
With everybody. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So we respect everybody. We respect the same. Thank you.
Rule number 5, like, share, subscribe. Good peeps on everything. Like you said, we live on YouTube every Wednesday at 7:30. But we also outside in these streets. Speaking of which, we were just at Girl with the Grill on Friday.
Girl with the grill. You know what I mean?
Greet celebrity boxing.
Oh yeah.
Rugged promotions.
Listen, shout out to LaShawn, the
Yes.
owner of the spot. You know what
we
I mean?
appreciate you for sure.
You know, got shout out his son too. He CEO. You know what I mean? He part owner. We talked to him. I talked to him too. You know what I mean? I love that with the family, whole family business. If you haven't been to the spot, it's out in Voorhees, y'all. It's called Girl with a Grill, man.
the food is good.
The food is good. Yo.
Amazing.
Amazing. Frequency just said it. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna tell you what kind of food it is. Honestly, fellas, this is a perfect place for us. I ain't even gonna hold you. Fellas.
She made that menu with us in mind.
Yeah, yo, fellas, I'm
need some food for the big game.
I'm co-signing this spot. Yo, it's for fellas like for a fact. You know what I mean? Like me and Frequency was just talking about it earlier. It's game day food. You know what I mean? Like that's what you could call it. Like game day food. Like it's everything. You know what I mean? Like you
Good
get
food for the game, then itis right afterwards. It's like
you might not catch the second games and shit. You know what I
don't
mean?
eat too early.
Yeah, but nah, that's the only example I can give it. You know what I mean? Like the food. We was in there. What was that? Friday, right?
Friday.
Man, I looked at everybody eating, y'all, like it was a bunch of guys in there, but they was quiet. You know when you got quiet?
That's the mark. When that food come out and get quiet, like, ooh, this is a good spot.
Quiet. Yo, everybody was grubbing, which you like. It was a great vibe. Like I can say, shout out to a Girl with a Grill, LaShawn. Beautiful place. We was there, as Double A said, with the celebrity boxing
Meet
deal.
and greet. There was a lot of trash talking going with that press conference we had for them. There's a lot of trash talking.
Yo,
But what's that? My opponent, man, I train 1 day a week for 2 hours. I'm like, what?
shout out to Sidell, OPP, Brother
Yeah.
Freedom, putting us on to that. You know what I mean? That was a good look. That was a good look, bro. You
Yeah,
feel
that was
me?
dope, man.
You know what I mean? Because if y'all don't know, Sidell got his own podcast. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, brothers. That's a prime example of not hating on each other.
Working
You know what I mean?
together.
Talk on it.
Sidell got his own podcast called OPP. You know what I mean? He could have easily did that. He asked us to come to do the podcast while he focused, like he's like, yo, I got, I want to focus on something. I'd rather y'all do the podcast while I could focus. I'm like, what? You feel me?
No problem.
No problem. But you know, some people
That's
wouldn't
love,
have
man.
did that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but we kind of foster that type of environment here.
Yeah.
Like, that's a tone that we set. Like, look, the good people putting good people on.
Yeah.
Everybody working together, building the community one brick at a time, supporting one another. So because we live that, we're reaping what we sow. So it's a beautiful thing to see that come to fruition like that, man. It was a fire event. But from Friday to the big fight night, man, we got to talk about that. Canelo versus Crawford, man. I know it's all in the algorithm now, but we gonna talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
Because that was the best boxing match I've ever seen in my life,
Yeah,
man.
it's been. I don't like I said. I don't know. Like I said, it's top 5 for me. Because like I said, I watch a lot of boxing, and
Yeah, he's older than me, so he's probably seen a
it's
lot
top
more
5.
fights.
Like I said, you know what it did. It brung back how boxing was. You know what I mean? That's the feeling I got. I felt like I was watching real boxing again. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, we just talking about it before the show, 2 elite, I mean, studs.
Yeah, nobody was outside their prime
Yeah,
on this one. Nah,
yeah.
this was
2
prime
elite,
time.
yeah, 2 elite boxers going at it and not ducking each other, and let's see who do this. Because they both didn't have to take the fight.
Right.
Either one don't take this fight, their legacy is going to well, I ain't going to say that. I take that back, because it wouldn't have hurt Canelo if he never took this fight, honestly.
Yeah, because he's what, 62 and 2.
Yeah. This shit wouldn't have hurt Canelo, but it did affect Bud's legacy. It did. This shit changed his whole.
He put the crown on his head with this one.
Yeah, this changed Bud's whole legacy. yeah, this one right here. I had Bud winning. I ain't even gonna hold you before the excuse me. Even before the fight, I had Bud winning, but I didn't know he was gonna win like that, dog.
He only lost one round.
Yeah, that's it. One.
My eye test, he lost one round.
And,
he really controlled that
he
fight.
ain't even look after the fight like like I said, looked like
he could have fought like 2 more rounds.
looked
Like, went 2 more rounds
like
easily.
it was a workout in the gym.
So all right, that's the warm-ups out the way. We ready to go now?
Yeah, he ain't had no marks on his face fighting the whole. He went 10 rounds with Canelo.
Except for the headbutt.
Except for the headbutt.
And even in that, I just I love the class and professionalism for Canelo to immediately address it. Hey, buddy, I'm sorry, apologies. Immediately, he didn't wait for it. He got right on there. I'm like, nah, this is a real good fight. Nobody's backing down.
Nope.
They going toe to toe. Crawford didn't run. There was nobody. It wasn't no running across the ring. It was chess. It
was technician. It was a technical fight. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if you know boxing, that was, like I said, both sides technical. Like, it was. No, nigga, I ain't running in here out of control because it might be night. I gotta
for both of them.
Yeah, for both of them. You better not run in there and not be calculated, or it's gonna be night for you. You know what I mean? So if you was watching them, seeing them, like, kind of testing it, yeah, you gotta kind of feel a joker out because you never fought him yet. You know what I mean? So. You see in the later rounds, the fight just start picking up. Because I don't know if you know about boxing, as boxings, they get tired as the rounds go on. So all that moving get a little limited now. So now
you got to throw them hands.
Now it's time to really fight.
5 rules of dodgeball come into play now.
That's why y'all see Terrence break down like, all right, and I think he just did it just to prove a point. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, y'all thought I was going to run from this joker, which he didn't.
Bro, when he stood right in the center of the ring, started exchanging blows, I'm like, yo, this dude is rewriting his legacy right now and he's cementing it in boxing.
He's hands down the best fighter of this era.
He did not run at all. When it came time to stand toe-to-toe, he stood right there. Everybody got to remember, he went up a couple weight classes to take this fight.
They say 2, but it was really 3. He only fought 1 fight at that one because he keep just jumping up to fight people. So the one joint he just jumped up to fight that guy, just like he jumped up another 2 weight classes to go fight Canelo. Like, this shit ain't, Like, if you don't know about boxing, this is not done, like, really. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah, this is
People
not
stay
normal.
stay in their lane for the most
Yeah,
part.
Yeah, it's weight classes for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, but for real, it's a weight class for a reason. It's when a boxer jump almost 4 weight classes, that's
He's facing
unheard of.
somebody who hits hard.
Yeah.
Canelo
yeah.
has hands and a chin.
Yeah, I've seen Canelo in the ring with way bigger dudes than Terrence Crawford, and they running. I mean, yeah, they running. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, like Double A said, Canelo is he's a great boxer. You know, he just lost. He lost to a better boxer. You know, he lost to a phenom. That's what he lost to.
Crawford's undefeated, y'all.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
Still undefeated.
And never been hurt before.
Yeah, that part.
Never been hurt before. Like, never. I'm like, he's the best fighter in his era. And I wish, what I do wish is they would have, they did him dirty. You know, he got a story behind this. Like, if you don't know Terrence Crawford, they like kind of blackballed him in the beginning, y'all. Like,
Right.
Terrence Crawford was blackballed by a lot of people because he ain't want to follow traditional, you know what I mean, way of boxing. So they tried to do a Shedeur Sanders on him. You know what I mean? Like, all right, you know what I mean? We ain't going to give you this fight. We ain't going to give you that fight. Like, he should have been getting these fights a long time ago. And then again, and a lot of boxers were scared to box this joke. You know what I mean? Behind the scenes, they fight this dude to spar and shit. Niggas like, oh no, I ain't taking that risk. You know what I mean? So salute to Bud. I love how you. Like I said, I ain't on no black white. I just love how you make black. You got the black family. You know what I mean? Like, lovely.
Black, y'all.
Yeah.
Blackity, I'm
But
black,
no,
y'all.
I'm just saying, they show, he got the black family proud,
Yeah.
I like that look, man. You don't get to see that a lot. You know what I mean? It's the wild mom. Niggas know about the wild mom. You know what I mean? Yeah. We know some of us got wild moms. We know about that kind
Rule
of
number 3.
Rule number 3. Like, shit. I feel sorry. He like, no, don't feel sorry for me. Yeah, this is what molded me to be this person. You know what I mean? No, this how she raised me. That's how I got like.
You see, I'm undefeated, right?
Yeah, so don't feel sorry for him when you hear his stories and his mom was tough on him. Yeah, well, if she was soft on him, he probably wouldn't have been this. You know what I mean? He definitely
Boy is
wouldn't.
undefeated.
And a beast, like I said. So salute. If you missed
You
that fight,
you want to talk bad about Joe Jackson, but we got.
oh
Michael.
yeah.
horrible.
They quick to talk something on Joe Jackson, Who else? Serena dad, King
Beat
Richard.
him in greatness.
They be on them dads when they tough, you know what I mean? But nah, moms be out there wilding. Believe me, I'm a coach, and moms, I ain't even gonna hold you. The moms be worse than the dads.
Way worse.
For real.
Way worse.
Moms is worse than the dads. Like, the kids be going to the dad now, like, Dad, Mom's dead.
Stop bringing it to the game.
You know what I mean? Mom out there giving hell. Like, damn. I love it. You know what I mean? I
And
love
a pair
it.
of yoga pants.
Yeah. yeah. I love it. You know what I mean? I love those kind of moms because those kids usually are the good. They usually the better kids. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, when the moms is in it, you know what I mean? Like, what? Yeah, they usually good. You know what I mean? They ain't got no choice. You know what I mean? Because you with mom all day more than dad. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Ain't nothing like hearing mom all day crying and telling you what you supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? So,
I used to hate it at basketball games because it's a little more intimate in the basketball court than it is on football field. Everything's spread out on the basketball court. You hear everything.
Yeah, my mom, I used to have to tell her, Mom, you gotta have your inside voice. Like, yeah.
What?
Yeah. My mom ain't know the difference from football games and basketball games.
Intensity's intensity, brother.
Yeah, Mom, they can really hear everything at the basketball game. You know what I mean? She cursing everybody out at the basketball
Wow.
games. But
Yeah.
nah, that's like I said, it ain't nothing like a tough mom when it comes to sports. I love it, honestly. But salute again to Terrence Crawford, even to Canelo, man. Y'all brung back life to boxing.
Yes, yes.
I don't think these young boys realize what it is. Like, this is what it's supposed to be. Top niggas supposed to be fighting top people.
Elite skills, elite professionalism on display.
Yeah.
It was, bro, the best fight I've ever seen, really. Because you've seen great fights, but I've never seen a boxing match where you have the best of the best on both sides going at it. It's usually you have an elite fighter and an okay fighter, and it's just a name thing that made it a good battle. Nah, this is peak. Like when we should have got Mayweather and Pacquiao, but we got it late.
Yeah.
Nah, we got Canelo and Crawford when we were supposed to get them, and they were both at the top of their game. It was perfect boxing, man. I couldn't complain.
Yes.
I wasn't even mad that I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning.
I was just about to get into that. Right. How many of y'all thugged out the whole fight? Now I'm talking about the prelims. I'm talking prelims.
Oh man, I ain't watched. I only watched a couple of the prelims.
Bro,
I
took a whole. I took a nap on that. I guess you call that a nap. I slept through all the prelims because I knew it was gonna get rough. That was a whole event.
And they all went the distance. That's the crazy part.
I know that was a whole event. Like, and then it was Mexican Day. Like, it was like a Mexican
holiday.
Yeah, it's like a Mexican holiday that day.
It was.
My street.
I forget what day it was, but it was.
Yeah, my street was crazy. Like,
apologies, y'all, for not knowing.
Oh yeah, my bad. I didn't want to say the wrong link, but I said it was a Mexican. Like, something they celebrate. You know what I'm saying? And yo, them jokers was made that, when the guys was singing, them niggas was singing like 5 national Mexican anthems for the fight. This shit gonna take forever for this fight to start.
The reprise.
yeah. I was like, yo, but nah, I had to take a nap. I was on my old man shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. Let me take a nap so when I wake up for the fight,
nah, you had that girl with the grill and gave you the itis and put you down.
Yeah.
The wings.
I tried. I was like, let me see if I can watch a football game. Nah, I said I need to. But the fight, you gotta think this shit ain't go off for us until like 2-something.
Allegiant. Yeah, it was like 70,000 people was in that.
Stadium was crazy.
It was most attendance. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they broke some kind of record. Yeah, for attendance.
That thing was like WrestleMania in there.
Yeah, that joint.
Like, woo.
Decked out.
And that's what Canelo. That's Canelo though. That ain't Terrence. You know what I mean? That ain't Terrence that brought all them people. That's Canelo. You know what I mean?
That's why he got over $100 million.
Yeah. That's why everybody want to fight Canelo. They know, shoot. Win or lose, I win. yeah, this ain't no loss tonight. You know what I mean?
Everybody won that night.
Yeah.
The belt was $180,000.
Who?
Solid gold. The belt. The belt that Crawford won after that fight. That belt was. They talked about it before the fight. That the belt was it cost $180,000 to make.
You see that ring they about to give him?
I saw the ring they put on his finger at the end of the fight. I'm like, when did this become a thing?
Yeah, they about to start. Boxing about getting taken over by some new.
It put on his ring finger, but it covered 3 knuckles.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know, but boxing is being taken over by some new people with some new bread. You know what I mean? Some new kind of money. And they said it's about to be their first championship ring.
Rod said it was early up here in Alaska. He said he went out after the fight.
Oh, yeah. He got a love up there. Yeah, you right, Rod.
I went out too. I went out to bed.
I was out. Yeah, out. Counting sheeps. But honestly, I wasn't even tired because I took the. It was crazy because I wasn't even tired after the fight because I took that long ass nap. But again, if you missed
get the day started.
Yeah, if you missed that fight, go back and watch it. It was a beautiful
It should still
fight.
be on Netflix. Yep.
Yeah, it's still on Netflix. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Netflix for us not having to pay $150 on pay-per-view to watch it.
Shout out to Netflix. It wasn't no glitches or nothing.
Yeah, they got it right.
They got that shit.
They got it right.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
The pay-per-view game is over.
It is over.
Straight subscriptions now.
Yeah, pay-per-view is over.
Pay for what? No.
Netflix just changed the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they did. Yeah, that was wonderful just to have it was almost like it wasn't going. You was like, this shit ain't going to hurt.
It's like, oh, this is 8K right here. The clarity
there's
on
no way
this.
this fight is on Netflix and shit. I was like, click that joint. I'm like, oh, there it is.
It's beautiful. I see everything.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I was like, this is crazy, man. But yeah, again, yeah, you're right, Double A. Shout out to Netflix, man. That was to give a fight like that to be like on Netflix, like to really like promote your new thing. That you can't ask for a better fight. You know what
Nah.
I mean? To promote Netflix having fights now. Like what? Yeah, that was wonderful.
So Netflix is changing the boxing game, and speak of things that are changing the game.
Oh Lord,
It's a cold world out here, baby.
it is.
It's
y'all.
a cold world, and we're dealing with this thing called ICE.
Ice.
So for those that don't know, ICE is it's pretty much the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement, right? So this thing here, it's they state that their mission is to conduct criminal investigations, enforce immigration laws, preserve national security, and protect public safety. So, fun fact, give you option A or option B. When ICE was formed, was it formed March 1st, 2023, or March 1st, 2003?
I heard you asking me, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna be. I heard it was actually. This is not something new. It's just new to a lot of people. So I'm going with 2003.
That is correct.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
ICE was formed March 1st, 2003 as part of the Homeland Security Act in 2002. This was direct response to 9/11. Now, there are two components to ICE. It's the HSI, which is Home Security Investigations, and then it's ERO, which what we're familiar with right now, and that's the Enforcement and Removal Operations. Now, due to the One Big Beautiful Bill in 2025, ICE is now the largest and most well-funded federal law enforcement agency in U.S. history.
Damn, I ain't know that.
Me either.
So, prior to this year, the ERO officer trainees, they had to complete the basic 13-week ERO academy. Now, things have changed up. As of 2025, ERO training was cut in half to run 6 days a week for 8 weeks, with Spanish language courses eliminated and academy training reduced to 47 days, allegedly owing to Trump being the 47th president. So this is where Double A's theory kicks in. Now, I'm telling you, this is my personal conspiracy theory. It does not reflect Good Peepz podcasts or Sugar Bullet Frequency in any way. This is strictly me in my mind running wild here. So buckle up.
Okay. Yeah.
Now let's so here's my comparison to this whole. Now I'm speaking specifically to the ERO segment of ICE, right? That's what we see.
That's
ERO.
What we see.
We're not talking about the HSI agents. They still do their standard high level required training. We're talking about ERO, enforcement and removal operations, the things that we're seeing on our reels right now. Let's take a story. Let's imagine a couple things. Let's go back to Germany, the Nazi era.
Yeah.
Right? We had that war over there overseas.
Yeah.
Now, one thing we know about Germany, when you think about vehicles, you're going to think about Mercedes.
Yep.
If you go to Germany, Mercedes they're taxis.
Yeah. I've been over there.
Yeah.
But over here, they're luxury cars.
Yeah.
You know what that feels like? It feels like somewhere down the line behind closed doors there's a backhand deal. I know we got y'all business. How about, just give us your we're going to make your automobile industry, number one over here. Put some money back in your kitty for what we interrupted y'all doing over there.
Okay.
So, Double A's way of thinking, let's go to the ERO officers. all these reels, do they not look like civilians just arresting other civilians?
Yeah, because they not. I just looked it up. They're not cops.
So, what happened January 6th?
The insurrection.
Do these ERO officers look like January 6th participants to you? It looks like a backhand deal. Like, you know what? I know that y'all rode for me on this thing. I'm gonna put y'all in play. I'm gonna give y'all a little position, little badge in the ice, and I'm gonna put some money into this. Make sure y'all covered. You know, this is my little thank y'all for
Yeah,
holding me
because
down.
they ain't cops. They not out. They not cops. I know you did your homework. I knew we was gonna have to have our homework done on this topic. You know, yeah, I actually did some. I actually read before the show about this Joe. You know what I mean? But these jokers, they're not cops. You know what I mean? So if I honestly firsthand, I have experienced ICE. I ain't even gonna say where I live at because I don't even want them to even coming around there more than what they are. You know what I mean? Because they are around there like clockwork now. Like ICE is I live in an area where there's a lot of immigrants. You know what I mean? So
Here's another thing. Add to that. I'm sorry. I just want to get that before I forget. They do not need to have proof of who you are to stop you and harass you.
Nope.
It has nothing to do with. They have carte blanche to pretty much pick on anybody and harass you about your citizenship. One thing that everybody needs to know, okay, here's another pop quiz. Is your driver's license or social security card proof of U.S. citizenship?
Not to them. Yeah, not to them.
Not to them.
Well, the actual answer is no, it's not, period.
Yeah.
Your U.S. citizenship is either a passport or a birth certificate.
Yeah.
That's proof of your citizenship. So imagine you actually being a citizen.
Nobody drives around.
And nobody drives around with their passport or birth certificate, right?
Nobody drives around.
So that's how people can get jammed up. Yeah, you have all your required documents for operating the vehicle or being out in public with an ID, but if it's not a passport or a birth certificate, none of that counts as proof of citizenship. And there's no real that's where it gets muddy with ICE because they have carte blanche.
Only place with ICE that you got a chance is if they come to your house. Because they can't physically come in your house unless they got paperwork of some kind of form of warrant. That is as far as your house is concerned. You know what I mean? But like Double A saying, if you get pulled over driving, you know what I mean, walking the street, ain't nobody walking with no passport and a birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They can hold you or detain you for 48 hours until you can get all that shit discussed and situated. It's 48 hours. So what that's saying is a lot of y'all, what can happen in 48 hours because we're going to be honest. A lot of us ain't living life right. So, okay, now you ain't a legal immigrant, but you got some warrants or something happened or now you in there for a whole nother reason.
and that's part of ICE. Part of ICE is to conduct criminal investigations. It has nothing to do with your U.S. citizenship. So once they get you in, you get tied up on other things. Yep. So this whole thing is a crazy spiderweb loophole that anybody can get caught up in. And there's nothing that you really can do unless you have your documentation on you from the rip.
And to piggyback off that, y'all. Now, I hope y'all looking, really watching what's going on. Okay, ICE still it's for immigrants. That's what it was initially put out for. Immigrants first.
But only the ERO portion of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, coming around, illegal. I'm telling you, they in this debate, that's what he pushed it as. We're going to get illegal immigrants out. That shit sounded real good. Illegal, criminal. To me, this is my own opinion. That part when he was preaching that sounded pretty good. That's the only thing that I ever took out of his mouth. Like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't want illegal immigrants and criminals in the world. If we can solve that, that might happen. But they flipped it, like they bamboozled us. Like it got us thinking that now if you look at it, it went from immigrants, now it's people of color. It went from immigrants. I'm telling you, look what's going on now. I ain't gonna get, we don't, on Good Peepz, we don't get too political, but I'm telling y'all, read between the lines, y'all. It went from immigrants, now it's people of color. People of color and immigrants is two different things. Yeah, it's that's two different things. Now, people of color is a lot of people. Yeah, that consists of a lot of different kind of people. Immigrants is something else. So you tie people of color into this. Now we having that's the issue. That's the issue. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, without getting too deep in it, because if you turn on the news now, you'll hear about it right now. It's turning into people of color now. You know what I mean? So
You look Haitian to me, Will.
yeah, exactly. There you go, frequency. You know what I mean?
And it goes beyond people of color too. Like everybody needs to understand that everybody's at risk. We're seeing the videos of, POCs and other nationalities of, fair or darker skin tones being harassed, but it's everybody is at risk with this, because just because you're fair skinned or you're white doesn't mean you're American.
Right.
And they have the leeway to stop anyone. This is stop and frisk on a national level. This is beyond just hip hop attack. This is everyone is at risk with this. It's a dangerous spot to be in. I just wanted to make everybody aware that, you might be a U.S. citizen, but unless you have proof of that, you can be detained on the spot. And it could be as simple as you do something that annoyed them.
Yep.
You said something in their ear, within their earshot, hearing you say something disparaging about ICE, and you know what? Let's get him. Do you have your paperwork? You don't look like you from around here.
Yep.
A license, social security card, that is not proof of citizenship. Birth certificate.
And they hang
passport.
out where they ain't blunt about it. They hang out around places where they know where people gotta go.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Schools,
Train station.
stations.
Got to get to work, don't you?
You know what I mean? They hang out at the stores, like the little mom and pop stores around the area. That's where they jamming up people all day. You know what I mean? I seen it already around my way. Like, the people. It's got to a point where in the community social media, they putting it up like, be careful on street such and such. ICE is out there. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting rough, yo. And like I said, it turned into, at first we thought it was immigrants. You know what I mean? Like it started out being for immigrants. I don't think that's the case anymore. You know what I mean? Like, that was how that's how they tricked us into it. And now it's starting to, snowball to, like I said, people of color. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not. I don't have the answers to everything. I'm just telling y'all to be careful, because everybody don't think it's hitting home. No, it is.
It's called Department of Homeland Security. That's the umbrella that ICE falls under. And remember, guys, it's not just immigration. This was put into place in 2003. We're just hearing about it because it's the one big beautiful bill made this department the most funded federal law enforcement agency in the history of the U.S. And now you got all that, what is it, $9 billion annual funds to play with. Woo! And the scary thing is they only have to do 8 weeks of training at 6 days a week. They got rid of Spanish as part of their language requirement. And the academy training is only reduced to 47 days. How well prepared are you to go out and deal with people with 47 days of training?
You're not.
In any field? in any profession, 47 days of training is not enough to successfully do any
Let's
task.
be
That's not even
honest.
probation.
These people probably
It's like half of probation.
Right.
these people have to be pro. I ain't gonna hold you. These people probably got to be pro MAGA. You know what I mean? You're not just getting in there and like most people, not taking this job if if you not like you said early. This is a different coalition of people that are doing this. Like we barely see their faces. They looking like. Yeah, the people I seen, look, if they ran up on me, I wouldn't even know whether to run. You don't know who the hell these jokers is, man. We see niggas like this frequency, niggas like
Yeah.
that running up on you in the street,
Yeah.
looking the way they look, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Got a
what?
shiesty on the
They
90-degree
got
weather.
poo shiesty masks on. I'm like, who was you?
So
But
go ahead.
go ahead, frequency.
So I didn't know about the passport, ID requirement,
Yeah.
the levels of requirement. So would y'all risk that? Because when you say that, and you have to, your passport being the only authentic document, it just alludes to me the idea of the quote unquote, slave papers back in the day. It's like, let me see that, and then they confiscate
It's
it or
confiscated.
rip it apart. You ain't got no papers, and then there you go. Now you're in detainment or whatever they gonna do with you. So is like,
Yeah, that's
are we gonna go digital with passports? Is there gonna be a new system in place that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like you said, it can just get destroyed like that, and then there you go, whoop-de-whoop.
Yeah, honestly,
ain't
like I
coming
said,
home.
I think they catching people most of the time anyway. If they pull you over, like I said, with the 48 hour, you got to think how many people probably been pulled over and had to just prove their innocence. Them numbers is probably crazy.
mhm.
You know what I mean? Double A, them numbers is probably crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I am a citizen. Well, you gonna have to prove it first. You know what I mean? Then we let you go. Like we don't even know what the numbers is for that. So, like I said, there's nobody riding around, or like I said, with if you come into my house, yeah, I got a passport and or maybe my birth certificate, definitely. But if I'm driving around or just chilling, I don't have that shit, man. So if they detain you, probably gonna have to prove it within them 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? That's what they saying. Yeah, 48 hours to prove your citizenship. So nobody even wants to go through that type of shit, but they don't care. Yeah, I mean, it's not about your feelings and what is fair. We can stop those words fair and all that. Yeah, that shit been going. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like I said, we put this. We wanted to talk about this topic because, like I said, you watch the Good Peepz. We don't get real political, but this ain't really political, yo. This is life. This is about life. You know what I mean? Like seriously, this is everything.
This is looking out. for
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. This is right in the backyard. Like I'm saying it's right next to my house. You
So,
know what
yeah,
I mean? It's affecting us.
Yeah, we got a question. A couple of
Go ahead.
a lot of good comments going on in the chat with the good mob. The last question I just saw was honest question: is the passport requirement also for legitimate American-born U.S. citizens? What I'm saying is, if you get stopped by ICE and they ask for documentation, your license and social is not proof of citizenship.
Those are just permits.
So you can be detained even though you are a U.S. born U.S. citizen. You can still be detained if you don't have proof of citizenship. Your license and socials, they do not warrant proof of citizenship.
We had a show on that, y'all, Real ID show. Go back, watch it.
Oh, true.
We
Yeah.
had a show on this already. It's just we did it a long time ago. Now we seeing it coming. You know what I mean? You feel me? We had a show on this a couple months ago.
So the real ID, you having a real ID that should work, but I didn't
work.
see that.
Yeah,
I didn't see that on the site.
Yeah, that
I didn't
might,
see
yeah,
the real ID being
that might
proof of citizenship
you
on
better hope it
on the
works.
site.
Yeah, you
And
better
that's
hope it works.
and then just go to Homeland Security and check it out. United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement. It'll give you all the information there of what is legitimate and what's not. But overall, guys, just be careful, prepare yourselves, and be aware of what's going on around you. Don't rattle the cages if you don't have to, especially if you're not in a position to
Right.
rattle cages. Sometimes it's just get out the way. Get out the way, especially if you're not in good standing. Get out the way because you can be, like we said, you can be detained for one thing. And remember, this is an entire agency now that is overfunded, and they're bringing in multiple departments, and there's new sub-departments that are being added to this agency.
Hmm.
So, like I said, this is beyond immigration. This is public safety, national security, criminal investigations as well too. And anything you're doing that can fall under those categories,
And they back
eh,
and they back by all them bureaus like the CIA,
of them.
FBI, all of that. You
all
know,
of them.
all them back them. So it ain't here. Yeah, I'm like, whew.
Listen to the words I'm saying. It is now the largest and most well-funded federal law enforcement agency in the history of the U.S.
Mm. Yeah, that's scary, man. Like I said, we got kids. Like
And they don't have to. Their training is cut in half. That's just crazy. How are you the most funded agency and the trainees are their time to train is cut in half? 47 days. Wow.
You mentioned kids. Are they grabbing kids too?
man, they grabbing
Everybody.
They grabbing everybody. Like as far as the kids, your school has to pass something where they don't even allow. Like if you get one of them crazy schools that allow ICE to come in, they can wreak havoc up in there. My school district will not allow them to come in the school. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they did pass that where they not allowing ICE to come into the school. They tried it already.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like if for real, they run through that school, there's a rat. You know what I mean? It's a rat. You know, they get in the school, they getting the kids in the addresses and they going straight to the house. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. So, but like I said, that's one place they could rack up, but they not like, God forbid if a school say, okay, do what you need to do. You know what I mean? Then what? You know what I mean? There's a lot of kids, and that shit, just because you was born over here,
Right.
don't mean nothing either.
Birthright citizenship.
Yeah, that birthright. Yeah, we ain't say that. I read that. Just because you know, your parents is from, for instance, your parents is from Ghana or something, and they was born and you came over here and you was born in, they're not considering you full. You're not a full U.S. citizenship to them because you still part Ghana. You know what I mean? So you're caught in the immigration law. You know what I mean? Reason for them to mess with you. So that whole, I was born, because I know I got a lot of friends. Believe me, I hang out with a lot of friends that is all different nationalities, especially my African boys. I hang around with a whole lot of, and I told them, dog, just because y'all was over here, you know, born over here, that don't mean shit. They like, what? Yeah, nigga, you better read the laws, nigga. Just because you was born here, your parents is Ghanan, though. You're not from Ghana. You know what I mean? So they like, oh, yeah, I thought because we was born. No, dog. And now it don't even really make no sense because they going about, now it's being, like I said, it's dark colored people. Colored people now. You got dark skin, that's what it ain't even immigrants no more.
Non-whites.
Huh?
That's just non-whites, huh?
Yeah. I'm telling you, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Look at, like I said, we could talk about this all night because if you turn on the news right now, I guarantee it's 500 shows talking about it right now. yeah, right now. There's a 500 TV networks, news. They're talking about this shit right now. It's not immigrants now. It's people of color.
Did you hear how they dropped the ball down in Georgia?
What happened in Georgia?
The lady down there, it was some lady. The Koreans, it was what was it, 300, 400 Koreans, but they were down there building a new automotive plant. And the lady goes and reports ICE. It's just a bunch of Koreans out here.
Oh.
They come to arrest them. They're, I don't know. I'm just say Hyundai, for instance. But they were there to build a facility, then train Americans.
Yeah.
Ultimately, long story short, they messed up the opportunity to bring, $1 billion worth of income to the state of Georgia. So Korea, they say, nah, we're going to send our own plane, pick our people up, and we're not even going to finish, the project.
See, this wasn't supposed to, You wasn't supposed to
'Cause of
put
profiling.
this policy in the for people that's actually making America good.
Right.
You know what I mean? They start running down on innocent. I don't give a damn if they an immigrant, if they innocent and doing well for us, leave them alone. That wasn't the reason why we.
But that's why laws like this have to be all or nothing. It can't. It has to just leave people alone completely. The only thing they should be going after, it should stop at criminal investigation, national security,
I like
public
that.
safety.
Yeah.
Immigration laws should not be a part of this
Right.
because now you're roping people up into situations they don't need to be in.
You right.
Leave the
Double A, you
immigration
right,
piece
bro.
completely
that
out of this.
immigration, that word is strong.
Because this country was stolen anyway. So let's deal with that.
What is the Statue of Liberty for anyway? You know what I'm
I'm
For
saying?
just
who?
saying, like,
Bring your what?
yo, that's a great,
Alright.
that's a great take, bro.
This thing
like,
about to go left.
yeah,
I feel it already.
immigration.
I mean, but that's where we are.
can't
Like I
say
said, if we
immigration.
looking out for everybody, we putting people on, our safety is at risk. You
It's
know,
at risk.
Reef just
Everybody.
said there, okay, they can't go into the schools, but they're following your kids home.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
That's a terrifying thought right there,
Yup.
man.
Who said that?
Reef.
Grief.
Yeah, she know. Yup, they following your kids home. So, like I said, we seeing this. I don't, maybe a lot of y'all don't see this. Like I got to, I had to be a believer too until I was like, what? Well, who the hell are those dudes? You know what I mean? Blocking off blocking off the street. They like,
You
yeah,
just
that's
thought that was Texas and California, right?
yeah. I was like,
Nope.
what? Those are cops? Yeah, that's ICE. I'm like, what?
Them J6s got a new job.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, this ICE shit, you know me. Like, this ICE shit is for real. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm like, oh. Like, they right in right around the corner from me, right down the street. Like, I live around the school, so I get to see this stuff. You know what I mean? And we know, and in my town, we know, like, people talk to us. Like, I'm talking about, like, cops and stuff. They be giving us information. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Be careful. They coming around. Like, even the cops is telling us to be careful.
Because they're backed by something that goes above your city's law enforcement.
You swear the cops tell you to be careful. What you?
Now, you can't protect me from this.
Yeah. I saw one situation online where ICE was, banging on this guy's window of his car. Get out the car, da-da-da-da. But it took another cop to come over, a cop, not another cop, but a cop to come over and just diffuse the situation. But clearly, like you said, due to lack of training, them ICE agents ain't give a damn.
Yeah, she said you was right about that Hyundai joint
Yeah.
too.
ICE agents didn't have any type of training. It was just get out because I said so and
Bro, it
and all of
looked
that.
like civilians got a badge and
Yeah.
just went outside and just wreak havoc. If you see somebody that looks suspicious, get them. They can't touch you. They can't say nothing to you. You're backed by the full weight of the government. And that's what they look like out here. They're like, okay, let me do some more digging about this. 47 days of training.
I don't know. I mean, just my opinion. They look like some of the guys that raided the White House. That's
What I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's the kind of that. If you watch them, they look like them type of dudes, like the ones that raided the White House. Yeah, that's what they look
since
like.
you guys wrote for me, I'll tell you what I'm going to do
Yeah,
here.
I know exactly what you were saying. Yeah, you know I mean? I say it out loud. I'm saying mine out loud. Like it look like those kind of people. Like the niggas that was raiding the White House and shit. That's what they look like. You make your own assessment of the shit. You know what I mean? But that's what they look like to me. So I don't know.
That's the same dude that scaled the wall.
Yeah. Say what you want to say, man. Like I don't know.
I
man.
saw what you posted last year. Come on out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's scary times, y'all. Seriously, like I said, I got kids. You know what I mean? It's scary. I just think about them. I ain't even thinking about me most of the time. I'm just thinking about how they gonna grow up having to live. You know what I mean? Like, damn. You feel me? Like, it's how I think. I'm like, yeah, I can get. I'm gonna get through this shit. What about them though? You know what I mean? They got this shit fresh. You know what I mean? Like, we getting part of this stuff, but oh man, I'm like, this world is sad, sad, sad. And I mean, like I said, Good Peepz, we like to make y'all aware of stuff. I don't know if y'all, some of us is aware of this. You know what I mean? I ain't saying that everybody not, but like I said, that whole immigration, don't get that twisted. That shit done changed. It's called people of color now. it ain't immigration
It's not
no
just
more.
black. It's just colors.
Yeah.
Any color you don't like.
Yeah,
But, I'm bringing this up mainly. I'm not to put fear in you because God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but just being aware of your surroundings,
Right.
understanding what's going on out here, making your kids aware who at times seem to be oblivious and they think that life is different because they live through their avatars on social media. No, it's real out here. I need to understand that these
We got some
challenges.
questions in there you might want to touch on in the
Let me see.
good mob. Yeah,
You got S. Raw.
Yeah,
He just said his financial gain for ICE arrest, $2,500 to be exact. Can you
Yeah,
expound
they
on
got
that?
they got signing bonuses as well too. That I saw out here.
Wow,
they got how much he said?
$2,500. A body?
A body if you catch him. or
I'm
what?
asking.
Oh, we gotta
$2,500
find
a
that
body,
Yeah,
boy.
we'll find that out. Yeah, I mean,
I might be making some accidental arrests too. Like, he looked like
Yeah. Sheesh.
I gotta pay the mortgage.
2,500.
Hey, listen, man.
Yeah.
Let's just be
Don't get
straight
no-
up with it, man.
Don't
This
get
is
no wages out. Niggas be like, yo, where got a part-time job soon.
We working overnight shift.
Will to turn into Django.
Hey,
out
Good
this
Peepz. Yeah. Put your hands up.
Foreign arrest, he said.
I'm
Foreign
definitely
arrest.
have my poo shiesty mask on and shit. I don't want nobody.
Oh,
seeing-
wow.
Put your
Collective
hands
Mike.
up.
Hold up real quick, y'all. Collective Mike said student loan forgiveness, too.
Damn.
Come on now.
For signing up for ICE?
I don't know. They got to answer that. Per arrest, you get the knockoff of,
It's just this is the package. You know, when you
Dog.
get a job.
These
you get
incentives are
packages.
insane,
Yeah,
man.
like, is that part of the package deal they get if once they sign up for ICE? That's what y'all saying. Like we don't know this. We asking y'all. That's
That's
what we
crazy.
asking y'all. Like, is this the package? Like you get,
I'm about to be outside.
Look at this guy.
Give me. Hey!
You're under arrest. Out there talking like Batman.
Yeah.
Where are the drugs?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Hell yeah, man. Don't tell me no 2,500 a person.
2,500.
Yeah, I bet that'd
Making
be
10
the
arrests a day minimum.
Man, shit, I'd have been first 48 my whole block and shit. Yeah, like, yeah, oh.
And
Out here
criminals.
cleaning up the
Wait,
streets.
and criminals.
And criminals.
Woo.
Out here cleaning up the streets.
Nigga, I be what? Don't tell me that.
Man.
Nah, I wouldn't. That's a lot of money. That's true.
2,500
we gotta look up that situation, see
We
how
do.
much they get, and what the package deal is to be part of ICE. Because if that's
Got
it,
jokes, huh? I know how to handle you.
yeah, if that's part of the deal, man, that's a lot of money to
It's a
be
huge
trying to.
incentive.
And you know, they all over the place. It ain't hard to find them. You know what I mean?
We gotta look at this.
Yeah, I gotta look at it too. Yeah.
Need to further investigate.
Because now people like, you know what? This law ain't that bad.
This law, people.
We really are trying to clean up the streets here.
Great.
Yes, I made $7,500 last week, but that's not the point.
He said great employment start. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Wow.
I gotta look that up. If that's the case, that could be.
And
a
folks
problem,
losing
too.
their job too now.
I know.
Come on, man.
You got people losing their jobs. What the hell?
Yeah,
You
where they
don't
gonna
think
go?
You don't think I'm gonna?
I see why he banging on it. Get out the car.
You're gonna have that
Get
biggie
out
line.
the
Gonna switch
car!
it up. Don't be mad. ICE is hiring.
You know what I mean? Throw my mask on, and I got the late shift.
The late shit.
I ain't in the daytime. I'm in the night. I got the late. Give me the late shit with everybody sleeping and shit, so I don't get spotted out
Can we wear masks?
there.
We got masks.
That's probably why they do that, man.
Huh?
Yeah, cause of that.
Yeah, people wear
Wow.
masks. Why you think
That's
they
all
wear
it
masks?
is, man.
These are people that are
Because they're
everyday
public
people.
servants,
Yeah,
correct?
I know. They're public. Yeah, these are regular people. Probably already got jobs. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? These gun ho people, like, yeah, I do something for a cause.
Imagine your coworker is ear hustling your conversation as you talk to your family members, and you getting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
got a Spanish grandma, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, everybody's gonna be at your house for Thanksgiving, huh?
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
damn.
got
This
1,
could be
2,
your
3,
next door
4,
neighbor,
5.
y'all.
6.
Pour the
I
ice.
could get
Are they giving out
Huh?
Are they giving out rewards for snitches too?
Snitches?
Yeah, you call like, yeah, I got a neighbor next door.
Oh,
That's
I
probably
hope
what happened with the Hyundai spot. She thought she had a
Yeah.
quick lick.
Probably.
They said she's supposed to be trying to run for governor or something too down there. It's crazy.
Oh,
That's old
I
for
hope
that.
They ain't giving
Yeah, she's
out,
done.
you know, yeah.
She done. She
money
cost
to
the
snitch
town
on
$1 billion.
We gotta do some more homework on this as far as those questions, like the pay, what they getting paid to do ice. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a big deal.
Yes, Steph. We were just talking about ICE being the largest and most well-funded
Yeah.
federal
That
enforcement
means
agency.
they giving out a lot. Their paychecks is probably pretty good. You know what I mean? To be be top funded one, yeah.
Yeah, I make $100,000 a year. What you do? I work for ICE.
Yeah.
What do you do? I
Yeah.
arrest 3 people a month.
Go out and harass people. You know what I mean? That's it. Go out and harass people because that's what you're doing, harassing people.
What you do? I just signed up and went to training for 47 days.
Oh my goodness! I hope that ain't the case. I'm gonna look that up after the show, like
Like
see
I
how
got a
much they
job
really get,
opportunity.
because that could get scary. I ain't saying I'm gonna sign up. I just want to see what they.
Yeah. Keep reading.
I thought he had a badge when he came in here.
I ain't saying I was kidding. I just want to know for my own personal reasons.
if we got to move the podcast to the weekends, just know that Sugar Will took a night job during the week.
Turning the Tommy on your ass real quick. What do he do?
I don't work at that building no more. Now guess what? We work now. Oh, that big black building across the street.
Yo, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga that just switched on us for real. But nah, like I said, I hope it ain't like that, because that's a catch. Money is a catch for anybody. You know what I mean? Then think about it. Money, and then the fact that people love to be heroes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It makes you
Hero
can
complex
be a
is a real
hero,
thing.
and it gives you power over somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 3 worst things you can give a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That don't have no sense. Oh man, that's
With only
big.
47 days of training, they're going to be outside acting up.
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah, what you say? Oh no.
This the Stanford experiment in real time.
Baby, get my badge.
know
Get my
about that.
badge.
I remember when we was in the military, bro. This a war, not even a war story, just a Sugar Will, Army story. When I was in military, and when we went to Iraq and we became like the police. Like, we was never the police when we was back at home, you know what I mean? But when we got out there and they gave us all this authority, now we allowed to do this. We can do that. Man, I'm just talking. I didn't watch. I seen it.
I was there.
People do whatever they want to do. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it can get out of hand if you ain't got no real, discipline or some structure behind it. You know what I mean? Especially that people not used to having that power. You know what I mean? You giving people who are specialists, they ain't in charge of nothing. You got privates, back at home, they ain't in charge of nothing. We go overseas and now they cops and they can make decisions on people they don't like, and
Yeah.
that shit is different, bro. You got that power now. This, some people don't know how to handle that shit, and you could, think about it. You somewhere and you can get away with it. Anything, because that's basically what war is. War, if everybody on the same page, you're getting away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, yo, nigga, we did this. That ain't what we did, but this is the story.
Got it? Got it?
Got it?
It was like training day.
Yeah.
Training day. All right.
Yeah, that shit
We
is
saw
real.
Hoyt come in, put 2 in his chest, right?
That
Where
shit
were
is,
you? Where were you at?
yeah, that
Over
shit
here.
is real.
What were you doing? Right there. All right, we got the story. Check. 1, 2, 3. Gang.
Yeah.
What you think they teaching them ICE guys?
In 47 days.
same
47.
same procedure. You got it. We stick together. This the story. Boom.
I don't care how left the story goes.
Right.
You all say the same thing.
You know what I mean, yeah, that's it. Like I said, I've been through this with the military. Like I seen it switch from. I was a sergeant going into Iraq, but when I got out there and they was like, "Yeah, Brown, you can do this. You can take your team, do." I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? We ride through the town we like Big Willie. Like, I dare somebody to do something. You know what I mean?
You hit him
Feeling
with
froggy?
you reckless eyeballing me, boy.
That's a lot.
Private pow.
That's too much
Reckless
power you
eyeballing.
just give anybody. You know what I mean? Like, even me, I was like, I had to like, oh, nah, I ain't that kind of dude. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't me. You know what I mean? We ain't get down like that. We respect the people straight up. But you can, I ain't gonna say in situations I ain't use my power. You know what I mean? Certain situations.
Y'all make fried chicken?
Fried chicken.
Certain situations you can use that power where it ain't gonna whirl the same way over in the States. Over there, what we do, we drive wherever. It ain't no I'm on the wrong side of the road. You move over. You know what I mean?
That's what I do is go back and come home and just like, I'm going back to re-enlist, man.
Yeah, what you mean? I make the road. Yeah, you move over. Like, I remember we just driving around the town just like it was our road. You know what I mean? People pulling over. I'm like, what in the hell? Like, this is kind of great.
No traffic jam.
Yo, Sugar Will was acting like Prince and King. Bark like a dog. A big dog. Hop on one leg. Make noise like an orangutan.
This is different, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to give you an example of what power, when people not used to having power, and then you can get that kind of power, it can go left. Like, and when I mean power is control over people, you know what I mean? That's, it's woo.
PG just said it. It's the saying that goes, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're seeing it in real time.
Yeah, man, I witnessed that, and I see people like they just take it just go to their head. Now they just thinking, I'm like, bro, now you getting court-martialed. You know what I mean? Now you got people sitting in court getting court-martialed because they didn't went left with it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Somebody didn't like the way you was moving, told on you because you got out of control. And that happened a lot out there. You know what I mean? So I can't even imagine how these jokers feel. They got more power than the goddamn FBI and the CIA.
With 47 days of training.
Yeah. What? You got more power than any national security? And like as Double A said, you only trained for goddamn, 2 months?
Not even a month and a half.
A month and a half. And we still ain't found out what the pay is, because that's probably it's gonna make a difference too if they giving all the senators.
If they are the most
Somebody in the mob
well-funded
look that up.
in the history of the U.S., they got to be getting. Because I've seen signing bonuses to come join ICE. I'm like, wait, is this real? This is AI. I don't know.
What's the starting salary?
I don't
90K?
We don't know. We don't know. Somebody look that up for us. What's the starting salary for ICE to join ICE? I'm sure somebody gonna find it. Like, we don't know. I don't know. I thought it was like a cult group.
Like the Proud Boys?
Yeah. At
Join
first,
for the love.
Doing it for the love.
I ain't gonna hold you. At first, I thought it was like some kind of cult. You know what I mean? It made a cult and people falling for it. But like Double A said, this is the #1 funded security in the world right now. Like, it ain't, in the world. Like, so obviously.
So ERO salary is in a range between $50,000 to $62,000 a year as of this month.
That ain't a lot of money to be.
But hold on.
What's
You
the other
getting
incentive?
25.
So,
100.
however, for a private company called ERO International, salaries are also diverse with an average around $103,000
Nah, that's a
per
difference.
year.
Yeah, that's a difference.
That's the new 50,000. That's the 1995 50,000.
Yeah, 100,000. Yeah, that's a good sign up. You know what I mean? Shit.
But those are like architects, construction administrators, things like that. But you know,
Okay. That's not the street team.
nah. But who knows? They might have a Kawhi Leonard.
Plus incentives. So you know they throw them, like you said, they throw them
that's
incentives.
their base. That's their base, and they get commission.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Free,
Imagine all
free
you got a
housing
base
and
salary.
shit.
You got commissions.
Again, we need y'all to like, share, subscribe, comment. We talking about if you just
Hey,
joining
that's
it.
wild to think about that. Hold on. Let's
Talking about
play with
ice,
that a little
y'all.
bit.
You know, has it? I mean, you probably it hasn't had any effect on you. Yeah, obviously you hear us. Yes, you know what I mean. Like we see it. We see it. You know, you might not have thought about it till now, but yeah, it probably is. You just ain't really noticed. You know what I mean? And my whole take from it was, yeah, it was an immigration. Started out as an immigration thing. Now y'all is now colored people. Like it's people of color, not just immigration. People of color. Yeah, like what? Hold on. What? How did it? Hold on. We thought we was trying to get this criminal. We thought we was trying to get criminals out of America. You know what I mean? That was illegally in America. This ain't what we signed up for. I'm telling you. I guarantee y'all. And I don't care who you voted for, because right about now it don't matter. It's irrelevant now, because you know what I mean. We can talk about we don't care now because it's already happened. You know, he's there. This is what we got to deal with. But I'm like, did we think we was signing up for this though? If you did vote for this guy, because I know a lot of guys, and I know a lot of my friends that this was the push for them to vote for him. The immigrants thing, like criminals, like they, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, y'all want to be real. A lot of people switched over to this guy for this particular reason. Like I ain't even gonna front. I don't like nothing he said, but that was one thing that I liked he said. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. When he started talking about keeping criminals, illegal immigrants out, I got like that. Like, yeah, illegal criminals out of, yeah, criminals, yeah, keep them out. We don't want them in our country messing up our country, especially if they illegal. You know what I mean? I like that policy. But as you can see, it changed. It went from immigrants and was people of color. People of color. You know what I mean? Don't be like, we all know that's a big difference. You know what I mean? People of color and immigrants are different. Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah, I don't never get involved with the immigrant things situation at all. I don't think that should be messed with. Illegal, legal. That should never really ever be on the table. If you're dealing with anything, it always should be criminal activity, anything dealing with national security or public safety. That's it. The immigration piece, like, come on. That to me, I think that's a petty way of going about doing things. Especially when you look at everybody being a contributor overall. I think it's just a dumb.
I think it is too.
To
when
go
you
after
when you put immigrants, like you said, it just opens up a box.
It's a whole can of worms, because now let's go down your line. Let's go down your line. Is everybody's paperwork correct? Were your family's paperwork correct when they came hit? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's a can of worms. It's Pandora's box. I don't think that should even be on the table. What should be on the table is, of course, protecting the borders. Cool. Criminals, yeah. Criminal investigations, yes. National security, absolutely. Public safety, yes. Immigration should not be grouped into that.
Yeah,
at all.
I agree.
And I think that's a very dangerous thing, and that's where the waters really get muddy, and it's hard to differentiate criminals from immigration, because an illegal immigrant is not a violent criminal, but they keep putting them in the same category.
Do you think that was the intent the whole time, though, for real, to get to this point?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
We know this.
Yeah,
All right, it's unanimous.
It's a play. It's all a
that's
play.
why I'm just trying to make it. Yeah, that you right, frequency. Yeah, it was a whole point.
Deliberately greased the slope.
Yeah, of course.
It bamboozled a lot of people.
Let's rope this into there too. Like, nah, this piece should not be in this conversation at all.
It should.
What we should have is a better way of getting people in and out. A better way, not a criminal way of bullying people and kicking people out of the country. That's wrong. When
Let's just
you
be honest.
see
We love.
parents being separated from their kids and
Yeah.
illegal immigrants being detained in detention centers here stateside. Like, what do you think all these detention centers were built for?
Right.
Yeah.
We were talking about this 10 years ago.
We hate criminals. We don't hate immigrants. yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, double A.
Big difference.
We don't hate immigrants. We hate criminals. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. Yeah, like double A said, when they put the word immigrant on it, it just did something with it. You know what I mean? Now they can float. You know, they can say this. You know, twist the words and now where we at now? Again, I'm gonna keep saying it. We're not at immigrants really. We're at people of color now. The whole narrative changed now. You know, it's during the election it was immigrants. That's what we do. You know, election it was immigrants. I'm trying to keep the illegal immigrants out. Now it's people of color now. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you do. You know, you pretty smart. I ain't gonna tell you how to think, but you know, something ain't seeming right here. You know what I'm saying? But
Mathin'.
again, people, appreciate y'all tuning in.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, double A, man. You know, I know my man's gonna have the facts. I actually I usually don't have them, but I had some facts.
You was ready.
I ain't had those.
I had the notes just in case.
Yeah, you had some.
I didn't want
some good points over there, though.
We didn't want to speak on a subject as sensitive as this without giving some actual hardline evidence to support our thought process either, because we don't want to be out here in these internet streets just saying anything.
I ain't gonna hold you. I had real evidence though. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Well, I believe all my eyes. You know what I mean?
All four of them. Yeah.
He ain't trying to get me back. Said,
Before and after my ass, nigga. Yeah.
Try to get me back. That's what's up. But yeah, I believe all four of my eyes. So yeah, they gotta go with my eyes first. So you know,
I got you. Yeah, that before and after was
seen,
good, man. I gotta give you that.
I've seen them out there.
That was good. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
See what we doing today?
I mean, we all twinning it up a little bit. This wasn't on purpose either. You know what I mean? Like we ain't do this on purpose.
Arnold, Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said I'm Danny DeVito. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
That's
Rule number 2.
that's a
You
good one.
that rule. You gotta love it.
He tried to give me back, yo. I called him a before and after bitch, and now he
You ain't
trying
gotta bring it up. You already said it. Yeah, they can rewatch it from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean,
We ain't gotta relive
for
it.
those who missed it.
Oh man.
Oh,
Bro,
Yeah, that was good.
That's my man though. But appreciate y'all tuning in. Listen, man, we gonna go down. What's up, Frequency?
October 4th.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
about to say it. Yeah, you know it. October 4th. My man to the left.
Sky.
Oh, album release.
State of the Union.
State of the Union. Fire.
Yeah, certified.
Fire.
Certified.
I am telling y'all now, this October 4th, tickets now is $10. A lot of y'all that I see, y'all got y'all's already. I ain't talking to y'all, but y'all better get it. I'm telling you, people, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm getting 3, 4 tickets.
Yeah.
3, 2, 3. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be real. Like I said, the place is big, but not that big. It's big enough for what we want to do. So it ain't, it's gonna be a point where we ain't gonna be able to take it if it get too crowded. So
Yeah, you want to
don't
get there
be
too.
that
You're
person.
trying to get a seat.
And it's gonna be, you already know, it's gonna be a lovely night. We're gonna be celebrating my man's day, making it all about him. You know what I mean? The album is fire.
Yes, sir.
and we just want to get the nigga his flowers now. You know what I mean?
And
So
the Cash App is right. Is $WBROWM.
it's easy. You see the
M.
Good Peepz logo right
You'll
there.
see the Good Peepz logo.
Yeah, I made it kind of easy because everybody think, yeah, well, that's not how you spell his name. I just realized there's 1,000 W Browns in America, so I just said, you know, you know what I mean. But like I said, I made it easy, so when you see it, you'll see the Good Peepz logo, and yeah, I think that's it. Even when you see the Good Peepz joint, so you should be good. But $10, can't wait. October 4th. 8 o'clock, you see the flyer. We is going to have
might have some special guests pulling up too. I ain't going to do no name drops right now, but I'm getting there. You know, if I'm not booked, I'll be there. So y'all might not want to miss this.
Dope if you can get some of them artists in there too. Like, yeah, that'll be dope. I know they got, like I said, got a lot
Destiny
going
Nicole,
on
she
too.
pulling up.
Oh, Destiny.
Yeah, she coming down from NYC. She pulling up.
Okay.
She pulling up.
Okay.
So it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. I can't wait. A lot of people that responded say I'm coming. They getting tickets. Love y'all. Can't wait to see y'all. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
it will be fun.
We're gonna do it up for you.
I'm
know,
in
man,
there all black, looking like a bad boy artist from 1995.
Yeah, yeah. Put that on. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna have fun. You know, you already know our DJ. We got our own DJ. You know what I mean? Frequency. So be on the ones and twos. Rocking the album. You know, like I said, it's gonna be State of the Union night. You know what I mean? State of the Union.
Run it back.
We played that album out just Friday, and it did wonders.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Frequency had that thing queued up at a Girl with a Grill.
Yeah, Frequency got that thing banging that Girl with a Grill.
We had the grandmas and the babies bopping in their seats.
Mood in the whole place changed. You know what I mean? Like, what in the hell is this? Like, people was
like,
looking,
who is this?
Yeah, who is this? I like, yeah, that's my man. Yeah. He's like, who? Him. You know what I mean? Him right there. So, yeah, we going to have, like I said, it's going to be a great time. So October 4th, man, make sure you out there and hit me up early. Hit us up early with the tickets.
PG, I got shot PG out being new to the Good Mob. You know, he definitely had a lot of introspective things to say in the chat. It's first time here, Good Peepz.
PG.
Note that I intentionally bring wider perspective to people's expression of popular views. I love it, man.
I just met him tonight, so shout out to you, PG, for tuning in. I got on the phone with him probably like an hour before the show, you know, introduced him through, you know, our cousin.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, PG, for actually tapping in.
Yeah, stay locked in with us, man.
Please do.
My man, that's the type of shit we like to hear, man. Like I said, we ain't y'all know our show Good Mind. We rap, you know, we like to have fun, but we will talk about some stuff like if we think it's necessary. We thought this was necessary. We not a political podcast and all that. Cause you know how that can get. You know what I mean? We like to keep it up. But, you know, this is about everybody. You know what I mean? Like, when people, I'm going to end this off. Like, I hear this about, and this is about as political as I'm going to get, and I'm going to leave it here. I hear people always say when they vote, it's none of your business who they voted for. Obviously, I hate that. It is my business. It's your decision who you voted for, yeah. But your decision, it affects everybody. So to say it's not none of my business, no, that's incorrect. It is kind of my business.
And now the podcast will continue because now I have a rebuttal for this.
It is none of my business is with how you raise your household. That's none of my business. You know what I mean? That has no effect on me.
Said you voted for me to get my ass whooped.
So here's what I say.
I'm gonna leave that alone because I hear people say it's none of your business who I voted for.
I'm gonna say two things. No, it's none of your business who I voted for, but also me and your vote don't matter anyway because we don't pick the people who lead the office.
I mean, I ain't getting into that. Like I said,
That's what I'm saying. You open the door.
No, well, you gotta stay. I'm just saying in general. If you say none of my business, when somebody says none of your business, it means it has nothing to do with you. It really doesn't. Like when somebody say none of your business, you're right. That is none of my business. It don't affect me.
Y'all think the popular vote elects
but you know, people say none of your
officials.
business, and we vote, and it does really affect you anyway. So it is some of my business, but you know. That was Sugar Will's take on Yeah, I love this show, man. You know what I mean? I hope y'all, tune in. Look again. We got the October 18th
Field day.
Field Day event coming up too.
That is your business.
That is
That is your business.
that is your business, yo. So October 18th. You know what I mean? Good Peepz. We, this is not our event, but we like I said, we rock with everybody.
Burlington Fairgrounds.
Fairgrounds.
That's right.
It's gonna be nice, yo. You got the Eagles back sponsoring it, backing this with the
Big deal,
cheerleaders.
big deal, big deal.
That's a big deal. Around here, the Eagles backing anything is a big deal.
Two-time Super Bowl
Yeah,
champs.
seriously. So it's gonna be nice. I hear the festivals and events out there are awesome out there. You know what I mean? So
I'm looking forward to that.
me too. So if make sure y'all get out there. It's family and friends. Like I said, it's free. You can still look up the tickets if you want VIP tickets. Like I said, the price is a different price.
Price might went up.
Price
you
went up
waited.
a little bit, but you can still get it if you want
Still
VIP
unlimited
tickets.
food
They're still
and
out there.
non-alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, so
Unlimited.
my crew got, I got my crew got, I think I spent, I think I got about $400-500 worth of VIPs that came to me and shit. So, people said, yeah, I want, yeah, because you want to be with us. we gonna be in the Oval House. Y'all gonna
You
be
can see
over
me.
there.
You're just gonna see me from the other side of the line if you don't get your VIP
How
ticket.
they get over there? Yeah, y'all missed that VIP deal. So again, you got October 4th, my man's album release party, C-Bar in Sicklerville. You know what I mean? We gonna be getting it in it.
Yup.
October 4th, October 18th. The festival out in Burlington County Township, man. It's gonna be nice. If y'all want to look up, just go on Good Peepz. You'll see the flyers. We got them posted IG at Good Peepz. Our pages, we posted everywhere. So if you don't remember, just go there and you'll find the information. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's
Double
a
A,
fact.
anything before we leave, bro?
PG said my vote is sacred and such none of your business.
Yeah, I know that.
It's none of your
I
business.
know them sacred niggas usually done voted the wrong way. That's why.
Yeah, I got a message for you. It's none of your
All them
business.
sacred, none of your business people usually done voted the wrong way. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm Sugar Will.
And I'm none of your business, Double A.
Y'all see y'all next week. Holla.
Yeah.
Deuces.